So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. We're up and running then. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim, European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. Absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more. And that is out of play. Now it's Cruyff. Rodri. Otto. This is a promising build-up. It's come to nothing. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Cruyff. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well read, nice interception. Gamba Osaka, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. He's having a shot! It's there! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it. Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Rodri. That's going wide left. And that was asking for too much. Gamba Osaka, currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. DiMarco. He's had it taken off him. Rodri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Good running, strong and purposeful. And this is Dembele. Cruyff! No, just not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Now it's DiMarco. And it's Barella. Gerrard. Rodri. It's a really well-measured ball. Tries to pass it through. Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. And here's Shevchenko. Tries from distance. Maldini wins the duel this time. And he's found a way past. Cruyff! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Rodri. Nicely weighted ball. Real chance! Cruyff! That is beyond words! About as smooth as it gets. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And this is Maradona, and he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, he's certainly caught in there. It's a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Great chance here from position A1. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Deco. Gamba Osaka heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. DiMarco. Now the ball in. Marquinhos attempts a clearance. That's the throw. Serginho. Now he's off and running. Bastoni cuts out the pass. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Clipped into space. It's a goal kick. Deco. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now there's a fine ball. Great challenge, timed to perfection. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Barella. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Barella. That's going to go a long way. And for the first half, that is that. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Gamba Osaka sitting pretty here. 2 goals, putting them into the driving seat. And we get things going again. And that has put paid to that. That is good alertness. Serginho calmly anticipates. Maradona. Bastoni.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Martinez. DiMarco. Oh, well played. Costa Curta. And they've switched it over to the other side. That's a sharp pass. He's a sharp little ball here. He's got away. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Howson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Howson gets across and deals with it. And it's Deco. Rodri. Great vision. And a chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
This is Batistuta. Deco. Rodri. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cleared away. It's a goal kick.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 10.
Inter Milan choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
And it's Gerrard. It's a good ball out wide. Some good work on the right flank here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Looking to play him in. And this is Stoichkov. DiMarco. Maradona. Now it's Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Threads one in, and he's intervened well there. DiMarco. Now, can they get him away? Hangs one, he's rising! It's a goal! Right back in the game! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Barella did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Cruyff. Dembele. It's Dembele! And that would have been game, set and match.
Dembele really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Sostituzione per l'Inter.
Gamba Osaka with the corner, there first.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 18, Drogba, il numero 7, Van der Vaart. Attenzione, un cambio.
Otto with the clearance. Oh, there's a probing ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Rodri simply refused to be outdone there. Drogba. And here's the chance to counter. Otto cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Stoichkov! And it's in! We thought they were done, but never say never. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Back to parity, and there's barely any time. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Gamba Osaka have been handed a game-changing chance. So where will he go? And he's stuck it away! Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
5 minuti di recupero.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Gamba Osaka now on the verge of victory. Save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
It looks to be the correct call, Peter, and in the circumstances it really had to be.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. Van der Vaart! He would have been quick to recover this. Can he finish? It's in! They have stolen level at the last! So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the brilliant De Ligt has...
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. He's had a crack. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Shevchenko. Taken back. And Shevchenko! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in. Can he finish? And that's a good finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Deco. That's a good ball. And a chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Cruyff clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Gamba Osaka with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Van Dijk with the clearance. He has found the way through. Deco plays it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Marquinhos makes the interception. Cruyff looking tidy in possession here. Closing in on goal. Serginho. Gamba Osaka have their second corner now. Oh, good climb! And yes, it's there! And the comeback is complete! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Shevchenko! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Camavinga. Shot a goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And again! And he's there to belt it away. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Chance here to counter. Camavinga. Deco. Rodri. Maradona. Shevchenko. And it's Aslani. Trossard. Camavinga. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Maradona. Rodri. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's played into the middle. And he's only too happy to take that back. And Shevchenko! Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's just beyond his reach. He's going for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Maradona actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Maradona. It's a good spell of possession, this.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Trossard. And they can counter here. Now it's Watkins. And here's Shevchenko. Camavinga. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Gamba Osaka have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Gamba Osaka leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. And so the action is resumed. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Cruyff, good, strong midfield running here. Oh, that's fabulous. Cruyff! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to a trick. Oh, what has happened here? Very nicely done. He's on it, can he get away? He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, there's the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So will they make it count again? Shevchenko gets it away. And it's Marquinhos. And the shot! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Gamba Osaka now in a position far more desirable.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Tries a shot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Gamba Osaka visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And here's Watkins. Great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rashford. Now it's Trossard. Now it's Watkins. Ball has bounced loose now. Right, Shevchenko. Look at the space here. Rashford is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Deco. Rodri. And here's Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. Tova providing an outlet on that flank. He won't be happy with that one. Maradona. Cruyff looking to add to his goal. Camavinga. Asllani. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he is... And Shevchenko! And he's stuck it away! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Toma! Oh, good finish! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. All of a sudden we have a game here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Neymar. He's found a way through. Decent chance! And that really should have been that.
Neymar really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Camavinga. Pass somewhat off target. Casillas sends that a long way. And it's Neymar. Shot could be on. Serginho, cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Passing nice and neat. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
3 minutes added time.
Throw in. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. That has not gone well. Neymar, he's shifting through the gears here. Serginho. He's having a pop! And a neat finish. The crowd demanded, and he was... And that will be the final act. Gamba Osaka have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable in... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. It is a sea of red and white. Ajax, of course, the principal club here in Amsterdam. The club that unites this city. The club with such proud heritage and history and so many honours, continental and domestic. It is a supercharged atmosphere. So straight into the action.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
What's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
O'Reilly proves too strong, too smart. Mbappe! Oh, it's Mbappe! Goal! Ajax! And Ajax take the lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Gamba Osaka finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Mbappe. That has found him in acres of space. He's got away. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Rodri. Now it's Van Basten. And here's Shevchenko. Van Basten. And it's Gullit. Now Timber. Oh, that is a nice touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that's superb. Deco. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Maradona. Nice interception, well timed. Maradona is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And this is Pele, looking for options for movement.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Van Basten. And here's Cruyff. And here's Rashford. Serginho has it in a wide... Towering header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Timber.
Ajax definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Maradona. Gullit is the team's great visionary. Mbappe. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Maradona. Well, that looks a decent ball. Van Basten gets into a good position. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Now it's Pele. Oh, he's burst through. And that's played in low. Crossed in again. Costa Curta with the clearance. Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Mbappe.
Gamba Osaka certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Rashford. Maradona, and that could set him on his way. No way through. And the through ball. Khan claims comfortable. Makaleli. Oh, it's Van Basten. He's a sharp little ball here. Now that's well seen too. Rodri. Deco. And it's Maradona. It's a pretty loose pass. Maradona. It's a searching pass. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Bullet. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Gamba Osaka come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we're already back up. And Cruyff! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Van Basten threads one in. Oh, that's well spotted. Pullet makes a dash for it. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's been hooked away. Ajax have got it back and they'll have another go. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Mbappe does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Pullet, he's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gamba Osaka still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And this is Pele. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! And that's a good finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Substitution in progress.
Gamba Osaka choosing to make the first change. Ajax are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
This might spell take... And the
The
finish!
attendance for this match was 50,000.
And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
He is through here. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And this is Pele.
Pele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Cruyff. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's a good run down the left. And he's managed to get free. O'Reilly, he has found the way through. Time and again they are repelled. Gamba Osaka perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And here's Van Basten. Half an hour gone in the second half. Van Basten. Big chance! And he couldn't finish.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Corner number 2 then.
Substitutions taking place.
Decent chance! No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Corner number 3 coming up. Rodri tries to clear. Gamba Osaka have the chance to go the other way. Gamba Osaka have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Substitution.
Gamba Osaka making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
A case now of complete control. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Floated through.
Gamba Osaka are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maradona cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly. A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Pullet gets flagged offside. And it's hoisted clear. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus, Mbappe. Oh, he's got
There
a
will be 5
crucial
minutes
block in
added
there.
time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pull it. And he's being shifted off it. Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well read, nice interception. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Gamba Osaka have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure. He's a real leader out there, someone who can take control of the game and maintain it.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same. Tries a shot! Serginho gets it away. Deco couldn't squeeze it through.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Modric aims beyond the defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff. Now it's Mbappe. Played into space. Donnarumma with the clearance. Driving through the middle. And the finish! And it's a goal! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Serginho deals with that comfortably.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. This is a promising build-up. Lovely, now then. Serginho. And it's Deco. Oh, he's been caught napping. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Cunha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gamba Osaka very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Chouameni.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Cruyff. Cruyff! Oh, it's Kamelu. In he goes again. Goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Gamba Osaka are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rodri. And this is and a chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Knocks it out wide. Serginho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's the keeper's ball. Cruyff. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now Cruyff. That pass isn't the best. And again they run up against stubborn defending. And here's Mbappe. Big chance! And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Cruyff! And that's a tidy finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. 2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Serginho picks it up out wide, and he's managed to get free. And he's getting up there! And that's in! Certain, searing, and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Rodri. And it's Serginho. Well, they can break here. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Drives it, towering header! And there's a goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter.
And that brings the first half to a close.
Gamba Osaka are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Gamba Osaka, undoubtedly the happier side at the break. Up by 2, but it must be said, even that looks unconvincing under these circumstances.
Sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 4. Lascia il campo per il numero 22. Attenzione, un cambio.
So, into the second half. Deco. Gamba Osaka do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Chouameni, Matheus Cunha, now it's Haaland. Serginho, here's real chance! And he thumps it clear.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Mbappe. They're urging him to shoot. Raul. Oh, shooting chance! And again!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Serginho receives it in a wide position. Now this could be a chance. The cross. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Raul is there, and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Raul. And it's Cruyff. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Matheus Cunha.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's a pretty loose pass. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gamba Osaka perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. It's a promising position. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Well read, and the danger is averted. Matheus Cunha. Serginho. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Matheus Cunha. That has been slung wide. Rodri.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. That's an excellent interception. Shot at goal! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Raul. Knocks it into space. Oh, what has happened here? Goes for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Played in with purpose. And here's Haaland. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Deco. Now it's Mbappe. He's looking wide. And this is Cruyff. He's found the way through. Can he finish? It's a goal! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So now the difference is 3. And it's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Neymar. There he goes, motoring forward. Rodri. Oh, important interception.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Shevchenko. He's found a way through. Raul.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
2
recupero.
minutes to be added on. Matheus Cunha. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Matheus Cunha. Cruyff. And there goes the final whistle. Gamba Osaka pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. Things already rolling. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. Thinks about the shot. Look at the space here. Oh, great leap! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Gamba Osaka are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Rosicki, he's a sharp little ball here. And the finish! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Deco! He has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
And it's Kadiolu. He's picked his way through.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Quarter of an hour played.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rodri. And here's Rosicki. Now there's a fine ball. Borussia Dortmund are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Rosicki. Deco. This is a promising build-up. And here's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Pass somewhat off target. Kadiolu. Can he get on the end of this? Aldero is there to clear. Now that looks a decent ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Cruyff. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Puskás. Kadiolu picks it up out wide. Marquinhos deals with that comfortably. Pelé, and this hits a shot! Rosicki. Cruyff. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. Well-timed, excellent interception. Pirlo. Marquinhos powering forward here. Now it's Mbappe. Cruyff. Oh, important interception. That's really well cleared. Serginho. Rosicki. Mbappe. And the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Rosicki deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Costa Curta.
Gamba Osaka certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Oh, that's well spotted. Pele can see things others simply cannot. And it's Neymar. Oh, it's a great ball here. Pele. Can he get it through? Oh, a gilt-edge! And Puskás! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Borussia Dortmund are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution in progress.
And we get things going again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Drives it in. That has been slung wide. It's played through for him. Well, nicely intercepted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Towering header! Oh, he's hit the bar! Gamba Osaka come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And this is Deco. It's a good-looking delivery. And he can clear it away. Pele, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's the chance to counter. Tries to pass it through.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Pirlo, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Deco wins the duel this time. Threads one in. Cruyff wants to run onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. Rosicki! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So we have movement on both benches.
Thierry. Number 30, Messi.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Number 21,
Madrol.
Pirlo.
Now he's running away.
On the field, number 18, Didier Drogba.
Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Number 14,
Gamba Osaka with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Rodri. Raul. And here's Cruyff. Quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Cruyff. Chance, surely! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Gamba Osaka really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Caggiolu. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's a look and plays it forward. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Cruyff.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Cruyff. Oh, good read. And the pass is intercepted. It's Raul! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that's neat. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. An instinctive delivery. Khan claims it without any fuss. The final 5 minutes. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He won't be happy with that one. Knocks it into space. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there.
There will be 1 minute.
And here's Haaland. Raul. And we're done. Gamba Osaka were a team not sure.